Namaste everyone, myself Mrs. Sarika Reddy and today I am going to continue with the chapter 2nd of Geography from class 8th, and the name of the chapter is Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Okay, in the first chapter we have already discussed about different types of resources available on earth, and what are those? Those are natural resource, man-made resource and human resource itself. Now in this second chapter I am going to explain what are the different types of vegetation or different types of resources which are available and that are the part of natural resources. And what are those? Those are, first one is land, number 2 is soil, number 3 is water, next is natural vegetation and fourth is wildlife. Okay, and all these resources are very necessary for continuation of life cycle on the earth. And first we are going to study about land. Okay, you might be confused at there. What is the difference between land and soil? So land includes all the type of physical features that are related to land. Okay, land may be the part of plateaus, land may be the part of mountain, land may be the part of desert. And what type of soil or what type of texture land is having, that is known as soil. So first of all we are going to study about land. Okay, so land, it is of two types. Okay, how many types of land are there? Land is of two types. Okay, and what do you mean, what are those two types? Number 1 is private land and number 2 is community land. Okay, now what is the difference between private land and community land? First I am going to explain you private land. What do you mean by private land? Private land, it is owned by a single individual. Okay, suppose if you purchased a house, for that you have to purchase a plot. So that plot belongs to you. That means that particular piece of land, that is a private land. Okay, in the same way, if you are owning a field, if you are practicing agriculture over there, that particular land is known as private land because you own that land. Okay, so in this way we are going to differentiate private land as the piece of land which is owned by a particular individual. Okay, so first example of land is private land. Okay, and next one is community land. Community land means the piece of land which is consumed by a particular group. Okay, suppose when you are going to garden, you are visiting a mall, so that particular piece of land, that is consumed by a group of people. That is why we can say that that is a community type of land. Okay, so in that way we are going to differentiate land in these two categories. What are those? Number 1 is private land and number 2 is community land. Okay, now move to second part of resource, that is soil. Okay, soil is very important because all the agricultural practices, cultivation, trees are grown over there, these are done on the piece of soil only. Okay, so we are going to study about soil here in the second example of resource. Okay, so soil is divided into 4 basic categories. What are those 4 basic categories? These are the categories. Okay, number 1, the top layer of the soil, it consists of vegetation and the dusty particles. Okay, and that soil is known as, and that layer is known as topsoil. Okay, it consists of topsoil, it consists of vegetation. After, just below the vegetation, there is a second layer. It consists of 3 major particles. And what are those 3 major particles? Sand, silt and clay. Okay, these are the 3 different particles which are found on second layer of the soil. And how we can define this sand? Sand means a small particles which is just like a desert soil. आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा रेत कैसी होती. So in that way sand particles are there. These are small particles which are formed because of the destruction of rock material. Okay, so that is sand. Next is silt. Actually silt is a content which is very helpful in fertilizing the quality of soil. Means if the amount of silt is more in the particular soil, that soil is very fertile. So the second consistency of soil is silt. Okay, next is clay. Clay क्या है? Clay जो है that is a very smooth soil, that is very having very soft texture. Basically in our pots also, when we are practicing gardening or kitchen garden, so it is there in the that particular soil. Okay, so this is all there in the second layer. Next, third layer. Third layer consists of withered rock. Okay, withered rock, silt and clay. These are again the second part. And then fourth rock. Fourth rock is the deepest layer of the soil and which consists of parent rock. Means all the other top parts, means the topsoil, then second layer, then third layer. These are completely based on parent rock. So in the same way, parent rock are the base of the type of soil which are found on the topmost layer of the earth. Okay, so this is all about soil. Now our next topic is that what are the factors which form the soil. ऐसे कौन से factors हैं जो soil के formation में help करते हैं. So how many factors are there? Actually total 5 factors are there. Number one is parent rock. Parent rock क्या है? जिससे soil की जो consistency है वो define हम कर सकते हैं. So the type of parent rock decide the type of soil also. सबसे डीपेस्ट लेयर में जो सॉइल का पार्टिकल होगा, जिस टाइप के रॉक्स होंगे उसी टाइप की टॉप मोस्ट लेयर की सॉइल होगी. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्लाइमेट it also determine or factorize decide the consistency of the soil. And how it decides? If a particular place climatic condition are very very cold, some the climatic condition is very very hot, so the soil consistency depend on that particular type of climate. Example, if you move to the area where deserts are there, suppose Rajasthan from India. Okay, so in that desert area, what type of soil are found? It is a very dusty particles are there and the vegetation is very very less. And why that vegetation is less? Because of the climatic condition of that area. Okay, in the same way, relief feature means different types of feature found on the layer of the earth. Okay, so relief feature, the area may be coastal area, the area may be plateau region, area may be mountainous region. So mountainous region, what type of climate condition we are observing in the mountainous region? Mountainous regions are having high altitude, and because of that high altitude, that area is specially covered with snow or ice. So that is why that also affect the factors, and that also helpful in the formation of the soil. Okay, next, flora, fauna and microorganism. The area where good amount of flora is there, fauna is there and microorganism are there, so that type of soil is having some different features. So in that way, flora, fauna and microorganism also affect the consistency of soil. Next, the last one is time. As the time passes, the quality of soil also got changed. So these are the basic 5 features which include or which affect the formation of soil. And these factors are parent rock number 1, climate number 2, relief number 3, flora, fauna and microorganism 4, and last one is time. Okay, so in this way we can differentiate soil. And these are the different factors which affect the formation of soil. Okay, so this is all about soil. As soil is very very important, you already know that all the things which are available on earth, human beings or animal are consuming those things. That is why there are various features which are degrading the soil, and we need to conserve our soil also. So in the next part, we are going to study about the causes of soil degradation. Okay, what are the causes of soil degradation? The number 1, the first is deforestation. What do you mean by deforestation? Deforestation means when we are cutting down maximum amount of trees in the particular area, that concept is known as deforestation. And what happens when deforestation is there? Actually, tree holds, the roots of the trees holds the soil and it reduces the soil erosion. And when soil erosion occurs, then soil will not be there at particular place, and this reduces the quality of soil. The surface become rocky and it is quite impossible to plant seeds over there. So in that way, in that particular area where deforestation is there, no vegetation is found, and that is resulted in soil erosion. In that way, deforestation degrade the soil. Okay. Number 2, that is chemicals. We are using chemicals, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides in our fields. So what happened? These chemicals, fertilizers got mixed with the soil, and when it got mixed with the soil, it degrade the quality of the soil. So overuse of chemicals, fertilizers also degrade the quality of soil. Number 3, rain wash or flood. Okay, because of over raining or heavy rain or the flood, the soil got washed away, and as it got washed away, it causes soil erosion, and soil erosion is one of the major cause of soil degradation. Okay. Last one is overgrazing. Overgrazing, what do you mean by grazing? Grazing क्या होता है? When we allowed animals to graze in the particular field or to eat grass in the particular field, so that particular concept is known as grazing. But overgrazing, when we are continuously allowing the animals to graze in a particular field, what happened then? Because of the body or the legs of the animals, the soil got stick and it becomes hardened, and as the soil got hardened, it is quite impossible that vegetation will be there in that particular piece of land. So overgrazing is also one of the cause of soil degradation. So in this way, there are 4 basic reasons of soil degradation. Okay, so what we have to do? On these basis, we have to practice certain things. On these basis, what we have to do? Deforestation. Opposite of deforestation is afforestation, means growing up of maximum number of trees. Next is chemicals. So we have to avoid maximum use of chemicals. Third, flood. We can't do anything for flood, but at least we can stop the flow of water. And last, overgrazing. So we don't have to allow too much grazing in the particular field. So these are the basic things which can avoid soil degradation. But apart from this, there are other certain methods which can be used for soil conservation. So our next topic is methods of soil conservation. Okay. Okay, now we are going to discuss different methods. Okay, now we are going to discuss different methods of soil conservation. And what are those methods? Number 1 is mulching. Okay, mulching is quite new term for you, na? So mulching. First I am going to explain what do you mean by mulching. Actually, mulching is spreading of thatch or grass in a particular piece of land. जहाँ पे घास या फिर जो green grass है, वो अगर हम एक particular area पे spread करके रखें, then what will happen? The soil will not be come in direct contact with the sun's heat, and it didn't get dried. Okay, and in this way the soil regain its moisture, and in such a way we can, by practicing mulching, we can make the soil to gain its moisture again. In this way, this is one of the method of soil conservation. Okay. Second, contour plugging. Contour plugging means the areas where we are growing different types of grass, where the edges are there, and because of that